Top of the Evilest Women by Zodiac Sign. There are women next to whom you feel like you are cold inside. They do not scream. They look. And in this look, everything is hidden. A sentence, strength, a secret threat. These are not fairy tale heroines, but real women born under the signs of the zodiac, which endowed them with a sharp mind, a steel will, and inner cruelty. They are not evil in the usual sense. Their evil is a tool, cold, calculating, ruthless, if necessary. It is impossible to outplay them, impossible to deceive them, and if you cross their path, it is better to remain silent and wait. Today you will find out which zodiac signs give birth to the most ruthless, predatory, and dangerous women. This rating is not about weakness. It is about strength that is not afraid to be evil. Watch this video to the end, and perhaps you will recognize yourself. Subscribe to the channel if you feel that there is darkness in you that is long overdue to be named. And be sure to write in the comments which of these signs you are definitely afraid of. We will show the truth, without fear and embellishment. The first sign is Cancer. A Cancer woman knows how to wear a mask of softness, but inside she hides a strength that is better not to joke with. Her anger does not manifest itself in screams or hysterics. She acts differently. She remembers everything: words, intonations, the slightest betrayals that others would not even consider significant. And when the moment comes, she will strike a blow from which there is no recovery. This woman can nurse emotions for years, hiding them under a layer of care and concern. She does not show it, does not reveal her plans, does not rush to react. But inside her, a cold, precise mechanism works. Every jab, every insult, every mistrust is like a signal. She will not forget. She will not forgive. And when the situation gives her an advantage, she will use it without a shadow of hesitation. Her anger is rational. It is not a flash, not an impulse. It is a calculation. She knows how to pretend that nothing happened, and even smile. But at the same time, she is already acting. She will destroy a reputation, ruin relationships, block access to information, money, or support. Not out of malice. Simply because she believes it is fair. She will always find a logical explanation for her actions, and this is her special danger. A Cancer woman knows how to hit weak spots. She feels where it hurts, and if she is pushed to the limit, she will not spare. Her blow will be psychological, precise, subtle. She can unbalance with one sentence, one look, one silence. And all this will look as if she had nothing to do with it. And it is this invisible form of revenge that is the most terrible thing in her nature. Her anger is not an emotion, but a strategy. Her actions are not spontaneity, but an inner confidence that she is doing the right thing. She does not consider herself evil. She considers herself a response to injustice, and therefore she does not repent. Because she believes, if someone received a blow from her, then he deserved it. A Cancer woman can become especially cruel if her personal boundaries or family are touched. Then she becomes a predator guarding her territory. And if in a calm state she is soft and even vulnerable, then in a rage, she is ruthless. She does not show anger in the usual form. She arranges circumstances so that the enemy destroys himself. She knows how to endure. And her patience is not a weakness, but a tool. She knows how to wait until the opponent exposes himself. And then she finishes what she started without unnecessary noise. A Cancer woman can look caring, open, friendly, until she feels a threat. But as soon as someone breaks her rules, betrays her trust. She turns into an icy force capable of acting uncompromisingly. Her anger is not a storm. It is a frozen core inside that begins to rotate when it needs to be destroyed. And everything is calm on the outside. But inside there is a precise system of retribution that knows no mercy. The second sign is Gemini. She doesn't raise her voice. She smiles. She has a dialogue in which every word is a carefully calibrated dagger. The Gemini woman never comes to a conflict first. But if you touch her, the fight will begin instantly, quietly, coldly, precisely. Her anger is not a flash, not hysteria, but a strategically constructed response that will ring in your ears for a long time. She doesn't yell, she remembers. And she comes back when you have already forgotten that you were guilty. The most frightening feature is a double mask. The Gemini woman is able to sympathize and persuade, and a minute later, cold-bloodedly erase a person from her life. She does not take revenge in the usual sense. She makes it worse. She ignores, erases your existence. Her charm is a weapon. Her intellect is protection. She does not give a second chance if she feels betrayal. And if you find yourself in her path when she is in a bad mood, save yourself. Her sarcasm can bring you to tears. Her phrases are more precise than any blow. The Gemini woman does not forgive manipulation because she manipulates so perfectly. She will not hit you head-on. She will create conditions in which you will dig a hole for yourself. And while you are trying to justify yourself, she will already have taken your place. She thinks like a strategist, acts like an actress, and feels where your weakness is. Her anger is not a scream, but a system. She works subtly. First she will disarm, then she will strike. Among other signs, the Gemini woman most often seems easy and pleasant. She knows how to win trust. But it is with her that you may not notice how you ended up under her control. She does not scream, she smiles, and she does what is beneficial to her. Her evil side is not loud, it is dangerous in its silence. When she is silent, it is worse than when someone screams. A Gemini woman does not forgive betrayal, but she does not take revenge directly. She can pretend that she has forgiven. She can even continue to talk to you. But deep down, you have already been crossed out. And everything that happens next is part of the play, where you play the last role. She can be charming with enemies, but this is not because she has forgiven, but because she already knows how to hit harder. This woman knows how to destroy a reputation with phrases, hints, facts that you yourself told her when you trusted her. She does not make loud scenes, does not create scandals. Her method is a slow, confident undermining. And when everything collapses, you do not understand how it happened. But it was her, always her. Her anger is an icy calculation. In a relationship, she is able to bring her partner to paranoia. Sharp mood swings, emotional games, verbal chess that no one but her can win. She can turn into a person you don't recognize. Today she laughs. Tomorrow she doesn't answer your calls. The day after tomorrow she's already with someone else and won't even explain why. Because she shouldn't. She believes that no one has power over her, and that's her strength. And if someone tries to control her, they've already lost. A Gemini woman is not evil by nature, but if you provoke her, betray her, deceive her, humiliate her, she will turn into a cold machine, capable of destroying destinies. Without tears, without regrets. She doesn't destroy physically, she does it psychologically. She will find your vulnerability and use it. She will never act on emotions, only calculation, only a plan. only victory. And when you realize that you've lost, it will be too late. The third sign is Libra. At first glance, she is refined, well-mannered, even vulnerable. A Libra woman knows how to give the impression of being soft and polite. But this is the main mistake of those who underestimate her. She does not get angry the way others imagine. She does not throw things, does not throw tantrums. Her anger is cold, balanced, and methodical. She can calmly look you in the eyes and destroy you with arguments that leave no strength left to defend yourself. Her weapons are logic and subtle irony. A Libra woman does not get personal. She destroys her reputation with facts. When she is hurt, she is silent at first. But she does not forgive. She accumulates. She remembers every phrase, every detail, every nuance, and at the right moment she gives everything out, carefully, with restraint, but without a chance for an answer. Her anger is a sentence wrapped in delicacy. A Libra woman can pretend that everything is fine. She will continue to smile, communicate, even support. But inside, she has already made a decision. She never attacks first. But when she defends herself, she does so without mercy. The worst thing is her absolute indifference at the moment of revenge. No screaming, no pain. There is only a clear plan on how to show the other person where their place is. And she carries out this plan with surgical precision. Her most powerful quality is the ability to control emotions. Even if she is very offended, she will not show that she has been hurt. She observes, analyzes, and then acts. She can destroy a person through silence. Complete ignoring is one of her favorite forms of anger. She does not explain, does not justify, does not come back. She disappears. And you are left with a void that cannot be filled with anything. In a relationship, a Libra woman can be dangerous if she has been betrayed. She will not make scenes. She will simply create a reality in which the partner will feel insignificant. She is able to play with feelings, cause jealousy, use charm as a tool of pressure. She knows how to please others and make the culprit look bad. And when everything falls apart, no one will believe that she is to blame, because she always remains smiling. A Libra woman does not destroy rudely. Her method is social, mental. She can destroy a person's authority, turn the opinion of others against him, undermine trust so that it will be impossible to restore it. And at the same time, she will not say a single bad word. Her phrases are neutral, but behind them is a catastrophe. She is a master of pressure without pressure. If someone offended a Libra woman, he should be prepared for a protracted war. She may not attack right away. She waits for the moment, waits for the enemy to relax, and then a careful but fatal blow. Sometimes through other people, sometimes through the situation, but always, effectively, because her anger is not an emotion. It is a decision. She will never show that she enjoys revenge, but inside, she feels satisfaction from restoring balance. The Libra woman does not want pain. She wants justice. But if that means destroying, she will destroy, beautifully, quietly, inevitably. The fourth sign is Sagittarius. A Sagittarius woman is not a flash of rage, but a controlled temperature of anger, calibrated to degrees. She never shows her dark side first. Her anger does not explode, it matures. Her anger is not hysterical, it is strategic. She can smile for years, playing the role of an understanding, easygoing, sociable, and at the very moment when others relax, she takes out a sharp arrow and shoots it right into the heart. Her evil nature is not chaotic. It is precision, observation, and the ability to choose the moment. She does not create emotional storms. She does not need to scream, cry, or prove. She takes a step back, records the offense, remembers the facial expression, intonation, date. And then she comes back, in a month, 6 months, a year. And she comes back not with a scream, but with actions that take the breath away from the interlocutor. This can be a reputational destruction, a cut-off opportunity, a distant contact, a precise blow to a vulnerable spot. Sagittarius is not spiteful over trifles. She turns on her power when she feels that she has been hurt, and then she turns into a predator. The most dangerous thing is her cold-bloodedness. Her anger is not based on emotions, it is based on logic. If she decides that someone should suffer, this will not be an impulse, but a decision. And her decisions, as a rule, are implemented to the end. She does not leave traces, does not look back, does not explain. She simply crosses out. Sometimes physically, sometimes socially, sometimes psychologically, and she never comes back. A Sagittarius woman in an angry mood is an aggravated form of justice. She will always believe that she has avenged the cause, and this is her strength. She knows how to rationalize even the harshest act. She is capable of ruining a career, exposing deception, putting a person in an unfavorable light. And all this will not look like revenge, but like the truth, because she will do it with facts, data, confirmation. And a person will not be able to say that she acted unfairly. He simply will not be able to breathe next to her. She does not give a second chance and does not allow weakness to defeat the principle. If she considered that she was betrayed, used, deceived, she cancels the presence of the offender in her life. Without explanation, her anger manifests itself in complete detachment, in isolation, in demonstrative freedom. She will be happy, beautiful, and inaccessible, and her silence hurts more than any accusation. When a Sagittarius woman becomes angry, she does not lose her dignity. Her style is a blow silently, but in the most vulnerable place. And if she made the choice to destroy, no one will be saved. She does not need support. Her anger is autonomous. Her strength is self-sufficient. And this is where her real danger lies. She doesn't threaten. She acts. And she always hits the mark. The fifth sign is Capricorn. The anger of a Capricorn woman is not an emotion. It is a system. She does not lose face. She does not give in. Her anger is never demonstrative. She does not make scenes, does not wave her arms, does not raise her voice. She is silent. And it is this silence that becomes the most powerful weapon. Her anger manifests itself in actions aimed at completely excluding the offender from her reality. She does not scream, she turns off the light. She does not sort things out. She closes the door. Her anger is not visible externally, but it permeates her every decision, her every word, her every look. She is able to destroy a person without breaking a single rule. And this is precisely her uniqueness. She strikes in such a way that everything looks logical, reasonable, and correct. But the result is complete isolation of the enemy, the loss of his resource, authority, or moral support. An angry Capricorn woman is a walking sentence. She does not give time for repentance. If you made a mistake, she has already made an internal decision, and now her actions will be systematic, cold-blooded, and inevitable. She will not forget, will not forgive, will not remain silent. She will wait for the moment. And when it comes, you will not even understand what has started. She will not explain. She will do. She is a strategist. Her anger is a long-term investment. She can temporarily save a relationship if the situation requires it. But inside, she has already torn everything apart, and she will move towards her goal, complete victory. She does not destroy head-on, she builds combinations. She can become an ally of your enemy, support someone you ignored, or open up opportunities that exclude you. And all this is not for the sake of revenge, but for the sake of restoring balance. In her coordinate system, you have simply lost the right to indulgence. Capricorn does not act on emotions. She turns on like a cold mechanism when she feels betrayal, deception, injustice. And her actions are not impulsive. They are legally verified, reputationally accurate, socially irreversible. She can set up, doubt, outplay, expose. And no one will prove that it was done out of anger, because outwardly everything is impeccable. A Capricorn woman will never show anger in the moment, but if you once became a threat to her, she stops seeing you as a person. She sees a function, and a function that is no longer useful is subject to removal. She will not take revenge, she will optimize. Harshly, precisely, without sentimentality. Her anger is dangerous precisely because of its coldness. She will not burn out. She will not forget. She will not change her mind. She will take a step that will seem like a formality, but it will lead to you being out of the game. And she will not look back. Her eyes will be calm, and inside there will already be a calculated plan on how to wipe you off the chessboard. And she will do it, because she can.